Hey guys, EJ here. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the jumps that I use in a day-to-day basis in ranked. There's going to be a decent amount of jumps in this game now across all the ranked maps. So I just wanted to go over some of the ones that I find myself using and using effectively in ranked. So starting off with this jump on the P side of Aquarius, this works on both sides. Right here, you can feel it as I clamber there too. There's just a little ledge right here. There's a marker here and a marker here that I use to kind of scope it out. And you can just jump here and then proceed to jump up here, which is a great way to skip the clamber on P side. And if you want to take it a step further, if you go to your controller or keyboard and mouse settings and find step jump, this will make it so when you're pushing up against a ledge like this, you'll only jump as high as you need to go, so you can effectively skip the clamber and not expose yourself by jumping to like P base or opposite car side. So that's really useful, and I use it pretty much every time I'm jumping up to P. Sometimes I'll clamber here, and this also gives a pretty low sight line, especially when there's people coming from here and you don't want to just get lasered. And you're trying to, like, I don't know, wrap around here or something. But just to get up to P, I use that quite a bit. And the other use for it, which I think might even be better, because of course you can't just clamber up there, you can use this ledge, jump straight to top mid and grab thrust. So, just like so, and then you can grab thrust. And then, yeah, thrust away, play your life. It's just a really great way to avoid jumping up here, exposing yourself to a couple of sight lines. You just jump straight from there, straight to thrust. Very useful, works on both sides. I wanted to mention this as well. There's these pipes on both sides. You should already know about this because they made it pretty obvious after they updated these pipes. But yeah, you can of course stand on these, and I use this literally every single game I play in Aquarius. You should always be using these ledges to outplay people. Like, either, it literally doesn't matter. Whenever you're around here, I try to use these because it just makes you so much more unpredictable, and you can make so many more plays if you just use that instead of just walking up the ramp. Alright, moving on to live fire. This ledge is kind of weird. You can't crouch jump it if you're like running or walking up to it, but if you walk up to any side of it, you can just crouch jump up. And I do this every time I jump up this ledge because obviously keep your gun ready instead of clambering. Crouch jump, you're up, which is a lot better than, of course, like just jumping from here and then clambering, and then if somebody chows you flat, you're probably dead. So just a slight optimization that might help you out in certain situations. Next is small window in A, which is just a really nice kneecap off these sandbags. Very easy. Jump late if instead of early. You'll hit it pretty much every time. I do this every time I'm jumping up here. Super easy, really intuitive, and skips the clamber, which is always nice. Next are these two ledges back here. Mostly this one, if I'm getting chased from like A plat or something, 9 times out of 10 I'll just walk back here and just jump right here, and then maybe retell, whatever depending on what the situation is. But these ledges, they're the same as the Keydoor ledges out here, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, just really nice. You can stand on both of them, like so. Really nice to play your life off of, or be sneaky if you're getting pushed from big door. You can stand on that one, but this one I use a lot more. Next is this infamous Keydoor jump. There's been a lot of iterations of this throughout the years. First it was the ghost jump, which is now patched unfortunately, and now there's basically only a couple ways to do it. I see a lot of my friends and people standing on this top part and just trying to like jump off of there like that, but I find it a whole lot easier. Crouch, holding crouch and jumping up here, holding crouch again, jumping onto that ledge, letting go of crouch mid-air, and then just jumping again. It's super easy. I hit it most of the time. I don't practice it a ton anymore, so I'm kind of washed at it, but yeah. It's really easy. You can no clamber it if you hit it well enough. It's got a pretty forgiving window. So the way I do this is I hold crouch the entire time through this jump, and then I kind of uncrouch onto it and sprint, if that makes sense. So here, boom. You're kind of just gonna have to feel it out by yourself. That's just the best way I can describe it. And another one that I don't use as much as I should is right here. Just basic crouch jump, crouch jump. Any Halo player can understand this jump. It's literally just 2 crouch jumps. Yeah. Right here is another one of the more infamous jumps in this game, plasma pistol to C plat. There's a couple ways to do this. The first way is what I did right there, which is what I do a vast majority of the time. I just stand on the edge here, sprint, jump late, which I think is really easy. Some people do it like this. I'm surprised I haven't hit that, to be honest, when they just walk. I think it's a lot harder though, because you have to time your jump window tighter. I really don't do it this way unless I have ball, and I think it is possible with ball. I don't think I've ever hit it in game because that's a very specific scenario. But yeah, I just do it the sprint way. You could try the walk way, just see what feels best for you. But this is nothing special right here, but it'll definitely help out a new player or two. This is a great way to challenge C plat, and it's also a great way to get away if you're getting shot at or naded out from, like, say, C plat. This is a great way to cut those sidelines, and to chow you down here is very rarely will they be in a position to do that, because odds are if you're nest, you're probably going to have at least a teammate or two B or A plat or big door. So, great ledge. This jump right here is pretty difficult, but it's a nice route to get to A plat if you're down by scoreboard instead of like jumping up here like I talked about earlier. Crouch jump is the easiest way to get on this box, or hold crouch and jump. And then if you have very tight timing with a sprint and a jump, you can clamber just like that. I've done it a few times in ranked. It's definitely on the lower end in terms of like how many times I've actually been able to pull it off in ranked, but I really do like it, and you should definitely consider grinding this one. Moving on to recharge, there's this ledge that used to be a ghost jump back here. Just very useful for playing it live, so whenever you're stuck down here, I just keep jumping off of this. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can go right here and then jump to C plat. It's a little difficult, but if you practice it, you can definitely get the hang of it, like that. This is probably one of the only overjumps that I go for, like, as a majority. It is really just that consistent for me. I don't know, it just feels really good to hit, and is very intuitive. So, I'd recommend giving it a shot. Let me know what you guys think. So this jump down here, a lot of people think that you can't jump from these low boxes to either of these ledges when they're down, but you actually can. It's just a little weird. So here, let's see if I can get one, like right there. So normally shock spawns here in ranked. So to get shock, you actually don't have to like most people might just go here, then go to bat ledge, or just go straight to here. But finally we're on street, so I'm gonna start with a really easy one. Just a crouch jump off here to get up here without clambering. Very simple, very nice, because you'll often, like, I'll sometimes be fighting somebody in tires from down here, and if you clamber here, you're gonna get punched in the mouth like every time, and you're gonna be able to do nothing about it. So always do this when you're fighting somebody here. This one definitely isn't crazy, but I do find myself using it a little bit. Holding crouch and jumping here, you get some kind of creative angles, and you can't see camo from here, but you can obviously tell when somebody picks it up and kind of just jump on them. Not the most useful. I still do use it from time to time though. I did want to mention really quick as well, if you're looking for any Solitude jumps, there's a lot of really good jumps on that map due to a technique called wall jumping. So I actually made a whole separate video for just Solitude. I'll put that up in the top right. You should click on that and watch it for sure. Tons of cool jumps, tons of stuff that you could never picture on another infinite map. Tons of great jumps on that map. Definitely go watch that video. And another infamous jump in the game right here. There has been too many iterations of this jump. It's actually annoying. Bubba found one we could like run up here and clamber. Obviously the original one where you jump off the light post, and then you jump clamber or skip it. There's one where you could like bounce like off somewhere here and get up there. There's like 3 different ways to go from red room to there. it's honestly a mess, but the best way now that this is back unpatched is the simplest way. Just crouch jump. Don't push too far into the wall while you're up here because you jitter and then it makes it hard to jump. Like you see, I was pressing jump there, but I just fell. And yeah, make sure you don't bump your head on this thing above you as well. Just jump. Make sure you land. Run forward, jump again, and then like I said, you can of course skip the clamber if you're precise enough. Here's another one right here. You can skip that clamber or you can clamber. It's pretty nice either way. But yeah, just jumping around here when you're just trying to play your life or something, or especially if you're fighting somebody from B-side, jump around here, preferably skipping the clamber. Just throw them off and keep the gunfight alive. So yeah, that's about it for jumps that I use on a consistent basis in the ranked playlist. I didn't include like a couple maps like Empyrean or Argyle because honestly I don't like those maps and couldn't care less about them. But besides the fact that I don't like them, they've both fallen victim to patches, removing tons of ledges, specifically on Empyrean, but on Argyle in the latest update too. They've just been ran through patch-wise, and that really sucks, but what are you gonna do? It's on through for these hands, so. But yeah, other than that, that's it for this video. Go follow my Twitch and my Twitter, both in the description. Yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.